Okay, one last thing about how scales and keys work before we dive into figuring out our first couple scales is that another way to look at these is something we could call, and you see this written sometimes, ordered pitch class collections. That is a super fancy way to say a scale. It's an ordered pitch class collection. So let's dissect those four words. So let's start with pitch class right in the middle here. So an ordered pitch class collection, the pitch class element of this is something we looked at in the first class that I put together on music theory on how to read music. What a pitch class means is it simply means any note regardless of the octave that it's in. So let's jump over and look at that. So what that means is here's an F, here's an F, here's an E, and here's an E. Okay, so I have F, F, E, E in different octaves, right? So these two Fs are of the same pitch class, meaning they are of the pitch class called F. They are essentially the same note, but in different registers, so we call them pitch classes. As are these. These are two different E's. They belong to the pitch class E, but they are different pitches technically because they are in different registers. So the reason we would use that when we're talking about scales is because if I do this is the beginning of a C major scale. Okay, those are the first four notes of a C major scale. If I do it up an octave, those are also the beginnings of a C major scale, right? So the first four notes, C, D, E, F, and here is the same notes, C, D, E, F. So this is a long about way of saying the octave doesn't matter. If we're in the key of C, we can use any note in the key of C in any octave. So that's what the pitch class element of that four-word thing means. Now let's go to the first word of this goofy little phrase, ordered pitch class collections. So the word is ordered. That means scales are in an order. They are, this is the first note, the second note, the third note, and the fourth note. Now what I have up here on the screen right now is a little incorrect. I want to get rid of it. It was correct for what I was saying before, but it looks like this is a scale, but it's not because I've skipped a whole bunch of stuff right here. So let's make this a proper scale. So F, G, A, B, C. So this is a C major scale right there, beginning to end. And that is the order of the notes in the scale. Now that doesn't mean we have to use those notes in order by any means. In fact, we usually don't use the notes in order. But a scale, as it is a ordered series of notes. So it means if I'm going to say this is the major scale, I'm going to play those notes in order. If I say this is a melody or a harmony derived from the C major scale, then I'm not really using them in order. But by definition, a scale is an ordered set of notes. Now let's go to the last word of that fancy term, ordered pitch class collections, say collections. It is a collection of notes. I just said set of notes, just another word for collection. So it's a group of notes in an order in any octave. That's what that term means. So when you see that, that's what we're talking about. Ordered pitch class collections. It's in an order because there is an order to a scale. Pitch class means if one note is in it, then any other octave of that note is in it as well. And collection means it's a group of notes. So it's a group of notes in order, any octave. There you go. So don't let that term freak you out if it ever pops up.